Well, that was not good. Not good. Not a good result. Not a good performance. The Blues go down 9 goals, 862 to the Fremantle Dockers, 14 goals, 1397 at Optus Stadium. We got knocked down.
Let's have a look at it here. What a punch that is. Textbook stuff. Super.
We got punched. We got this shit punched right through us. And we were taught a harsh lesson which I sensed was coming. I sensed it was coming, whether it was going to be this week or next week or the week after. I sensed it was coming. I thought it was a really strange game, and that's probably just due to my own expectations of what was going to happen and what did happen. I obviously watched it from home, didn't make the trip down to Perth, thankfully. And I sensed the start of the game was it was going to be just one of those games. Yet again, there was going to be a thriller and a close one, and I got myself prepared mentally for the battle, for the war that was about to ensue. And I thought early in the game we just took our moments. I really did. I thought we didn't get too many of them. I thought Fremantle really had the run of play. They had the momentum. They weren't hitting the scoreboard as cleanly as what they would have liked, and that was to our benefit. I thought we defended well. I thought we worked hard. I thought we did all the things, all the good things. And we found ourselves just in a serious arm wrestle. And it was a great game of footy, to be honest. I just enjoyed the spectacle for what it was. And I enjoyed the fact that we were playing in this seemingly finals type atmosphere of a game, which changed eventually into just a Fremantle job. But some things happen. Obviously, we lose Jack Silvani later in the week. We know how important he is. Tom De Koning comes back into the side. Then we lose Pito to a nasty, nasty knee knock. And I don't know how I feel about that footage. I don't know how I feel about Sean Darcy not looking at the ball, almost like he was trying to do it. I think we need to look at that as a league. That's for me. Like when I played footy, I played in the ruck, and that was my biggest fear. That exact collision. And I'm just mindful of not having your eyes for the ball and sticking your knee up. And look, it's unlucky, but it was what it was. You got to move on. Things happen in footy. Things happen in life, and they can be fair. They can be unfair. So whatever. But we really felt the pinch of losing Pito from a hit-out point of view. Nonetheless, we didn't let that affect the way that we performed around stoppages and clearances and contested possessions. And that's where we did the job. And that's where I feel like the game was a bit weird, because I thought, you have 5 guys have 30 possessions and you lose a game of footy. Your engine room is humming along. Obviously, you're missing your ruckman. De Koning, I thought, was okay. Did his thing. He's going through the trials and tribulations of becoming whatever he's going to become. So I'm not mad at that situation. It just didn't work out, and in a really funny, weird way. And I don't know how this will be interpreted, but my honest opinion is, we've lost a couple of games this year. The losses don't feel as devastating as what they used to feel, and in that comes improvement. I know it's strange. We lose by 35 points, so we lose by 6 goals, and that doesn't look good numbers-wise, but the manner in which we lost, I don't know. I just don't feel devastated, and I don't feel like, the wheels are falling off, and I don't feel this built-up, terrible anger at them. Like, I'm just able to take a step back in this situation, and I'm able to look at it from a high level, and I'm able to say, all right, well 4-1, great result. 4-1 with some clear inconsistencies, which were popping their head up. And, in life, you just need to learn the lesson. You need to be hit in the face. You need to be knocked down, and you need to learn the lesson as you're progressing. So, it's just what I just am able to look at it as a bump on the road. Now, maybe for some others, we've got some serious red flags and alarm bells and call the EGM and, just throw the toys out the cot. I just don't see it that way. I think this is just one of those games and one of those lessons. And for fuck's sake, give Fremantle all the credit. They were really impressive. They were really impressive. The start-up. Look at them. Look at them go. The purple start-up from WA. Look at them just enjoying their win and, give them something. We've been traumatising them for years. Literally traumatising them after the siren, for years. So, yeah, maybe I've gone a little soft after chatting with Druzy throughout the week. But, we spoke a lot about the bottom six last night as well. And, we're going to get into the individual side of things in the player ratings. But when I looked at it and I remembered how we spoke about these bottom six-ish guys in round one, they all performed really well. Some of them had career best games in round one, and you're thinking, wow, if our bottom six can keep that performance level for the season, we're going to be a dangerous side. And I still think that, but the reality was that these type of players in this game didn't have that impact, and they just did not have the performances. And it was funny, it wasn't just one or two of them, it was all of them, all at once. So we felt the pinch of that. It was really, really weird because there were some serious positives individually, and I understand that's a cop-out. We're here to win games, and that's what it is. But at the same time, there are some storylines amongst our group which I think are good for us and are good for these individuals. I look at Charlie Curnow starting to really spring and take these pack grabs again, just showing signs of building again. Lewis Young, really good game from Lewis Young, I thought. The fact that we were able to put him forward, he was able to impact, hit the scoreboard, and then also have some contests in the ruck. I think that is the person I'd prefer in the ruck, not Will Setterfield. Setter's 50th game, obviously not his best. We'll touch on him in the player ratings, but I thought Lewis Young was a real positive. Thought Jacob Wiedering's leadership down back was really good. I know that we conceded 97, and I know that we lost the game, but I did think that he did a really good job, worthy of a mention. And then you've got Adam Chera. A lot of people who come back for that return game against their old club seem to struggle a bit, but he didn't. So, like I said, 5 guys have 30 possessions or more and you lose a game of footy. I don't remember the last time that ever happened with this group. I don't think this group has ever had that situation happen where we lose, but we have such good performances across the board. And ultimately there was too much left to too little to do. And we need to get a more well-rounded approach and a more well-rounded contribution from everyone involved. And it was really strange because I really did feel like we were in the game up until probably the fourth when Switkowski kicks that goal. I think Patrick Cripps, you can't knock the captain for his performance last night. You really can't. He literally tried to do everything he could to inspire, and it just seemed like we weren't able to ride the moments. Because I was looking for the moments, and he takes the mark inside 50, gets the 50-metre penalty, kicks the goal, and I'm thinking, surely. I think I sent a voice message to Fab and to Paolo in after the goal, and I'm thinking, surely there's somebody, the rest of them are going to lift, even for 10 minutes in this fourth. That's how confident I was that we could still win the game. I felt like we still had a 10-minute patch of ballistic football, but it never came. It just never came. So, en mala sorte. What do you do? What do you do? I am not worried. We'll look at the next couple of weeks, and I think because we've won 3 in a row, we've sort of, got ourselves ahead of the ledger. And then, you go sort of 4-1 and you're here, and, now we're 4-2. And so there's still a little bit of positivity because we're ahead of the ledger. So I just want us to keep staying ahead with our win-loss and giving us that, breathing room. But, it's a challenging season. Things are going to happen. These situations, these health and safety protocols, these random injuries mid-game, they're going to happen. They're going to pop up. And that's why it's important to just bank your wins when you get your opportunity. We did not have an opportunity, I don't think, to win last night. I think Freo were too good. And we move on. We move on. We must. Can't dwell on it too much. We've got to fix quite a few things. We're going to have to be really creative. I think we're going to have to be a bit patient with this ruck situation. Tom's going to have to do it. But great. What an opportunity. Get in there, Tom. In the deep end, mate. What a great opportunity for his development. And, I'm just gonna back in the rides and the bumps, and I'm gonna ride it with them. That's where I'm at personally. But you let me know. How do you feel about it? I sensed quite a bit of frustration last night, and rightly so. How do you feel about it after a good night's sleep? Share your thoughts below. If you were at the game, share some of the things that you saw maybe that we didn't see on TV, and let me know how you're feeling in general and what we do from here. Have a good one. Happy Greek Easter, Christos Anesti, Καλό Πάσχα, all of that, and go the Mighty Blues.